and they got children, and what she probably really meant. So let's clear the airways of what she probably really meant. And I want to introduce you to, and I know some of y'all don't know, but this is my wife Amira. She hardly ever be on live, but
Hi.
but she's a woman that
I don't
been with
like
me.
live. And excuse my hair. I went on a field trip today.
Right. So she been with me for over 18 years. And sometimes we need to
18
talk about
years.
this because this is a marriage situation. And sometimes things can be used. See, the Bible say don't give no
Taken out of
place.
context.
Yeah, that's right. The Bible say don't give no room or no place to the devil. And sometimes this type of situation can be where people can use this as an open door for the attack marriages. So let's talk about this and let's be real, y'all. So I'm bringing my wife to the table, and I asked her a question about the Ayesha situation, and she said some things. I say, well, let's just put it on live. Don't say no further. Let's put it on live. So I'm gonna introduce you to Amir, and Mir will take it from here about what she think Ayesha really meant.
Okay, so
right.
I didn't hear about it until my husband just told me what was going on. Again, I'm coming from a field trip, and he's just like, have you heard about Ayesha Curry? And I'm like, no, like what's going on? And we just seen that she did an interview, not an interview, but she did the red table talk with Jada Pickett. And so what she said was that she see her husband getting a lot of attention from women, like they drawn to her. And I was telling him, well, of course. And when it comes to her, she feels like she have not gotten any attention as him. So I think what she said has just been blown out of proportion. How I take it is, she's been married. Well, first of all, I was telling my husband, you have two attractive people together. So, of course, they're going to draw the opposite sex. Of course, they're going to draw more attention because they are a beautiful couple, beautiful family. And when it comes to him getting a lot of attention from these ladies, being a ball player, she's standing on the side and not being recognized. Now, is it that she want to be recognized? Maybe not, but she have seen, and she have recognized that my husband, who is handsome, getting all this attention from these ladies. However, I'm right here. Like, I have not been approached by, not even approached, or a guy have not even said like, oh, you're a beautiful woman. Maybe she's going out to the market by herself and she haven't been approached. Maybe it's something there for her to feel like that's where her insecurities is not with her husband. Her insecurities is with her. And I can understand where she's at, because number one, when you get pregnant, you have so many children, you gain weight, you lose weight, you kind of feel outside yourself, and you're like, you've been in your marriage for so long, like my husband and I, 18 years together. So when you're around people and you don't hear other than your own saying that you're beautiful, you're pretty, you're attractive, right, that can like play in your head, like, am I? Or is my husband just trying to keep me around? Or, right, I know that he loves me, I know that he thinks I'm attractive, but do anybody else? So when you hear it, like I told him, like I used to work at another company, and a lot of people think I'm younger than what I am. And guys would, say, they would compliment. They were like, oh, you're pretty, you're beautiful, fine, what have you. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And then I brought it back to my husband at once, and he was like,
we don't play that stuff. So we put a king mark down.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't play that stuff. But yeah, I let you finish. Let her finish.
But I was just like, it's good to, it's just good to hear. Not saying that I'm trying to hear it, not saying that, oh, oh, you said I'm beautiful, I'm fine. Okay, so maybe I drop my husband, I come to you. No, not even. It's like you still beautiful out here. It's like you still attractive. That's all. Yeah. And I think that what she said have been blown out of proportion. The young lady, she's not trying to move on. She's not trying to grab more attention from men. She's just saying that she noticed that she haven't gotten any. So.
Right. And I get it. Sometimes, guys, I thought Ayesha was probably getting hit on because, she's not a bad looking
she's beautiful
woman. So you know, of course you'll see guys that probably want to make comments or they have thoughts about her. But sometimes when you have a king on your side, because she's a queen, when you have a king on your side, he put a mark on that woman, and that mark is a respect. It's a mark of respect, and so a lot of people don't take the they don't take a
They
lot of
don't
men.
cross that
They don't cross that border
border.
because he got that king's mark around her, and that's what happens with Ayesha. He, even though she attractive and everything, he have a king's mark around her, so everybody don't look at her as, oh no, she's already took it. That's Steph's wife, and everybody respect that, and
Yeah.
that's what's happening. But in her mind, she like, shoot, my husband getting all, he getting all the attention and stuff like that, but nobody, giving me the attention. So basically,
She just
she
noticed
just
that
being
she
real.
had not gotten any attention.
Right, right.
You know, and she
Right.
said that out loud.
Right.
And now it's just crazy.
Right. So
and it's just real talk. I mean,
yeah, you gotta be real.
Stop judging so fast
Right.
and thinking so negative when she's just plainly saying that she just noticed that, you know, ain't nobody gave her any attention. Now, I hope, you know, and pray that the enemy just don't get all into that.
Well, the enemy will get into stuff like that. So we just gotta pray for their marriage. There's nothing wrong with their marriage. There's nothing wrong, but we can understand how the media is, because the media is part of evil system that actually make things up to make people it rouse people up, and it open up portals of devilish things. So we got to make sure we cover them and their marriage so they won't get attacked by something that start off real small, because it's the small foxes that ruin the vines. So we got to just be careful and we cover them, and we ain't got to get caught up in the gossip of it. Just know that, women out here.
I'm sorry. I do understand, though, it's certain things that you can let out into the public, and certain things that should have stayed intimate within her family and her husband, and that's probably one of the ones.
Right.
That should have, because that.
Well, then again, I also understand it's real talk. It was a real table talk. So she was just being real. She let out a conversation that's been hidden in so many different marriages and different things. And sometimes when things are hidden and they've been sheltered so long, yeah, of course, the enemy can play on the thought process, and things can transpire to go left and right. But it's we have to, in our marriages and our relationships, we have to actually have talks. You have to take your spouse on the side when you see certain things and you don't have an understanding. You have to have regular talks, understanding, so everybody know where you at. And then men, you have to make sure you give your wife the proper attention, and you give them a.
How he gonna try to answer his phone?
I might have a call. I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay.
But yeah. So hold on one second.
No.
Hold on.
See you. Bye.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Great. Hey, let me call you right back in about 5 minutes. All right. Okay. Sorry, that was a business call, but I'll get back with him because I want to finish what I'm saying. So listen. The thing is, we have to make sure you have regular talks with your spouse, and if you have anything that's on your mind, y'all got to learn how to talk. And how you talk and communication is basically somebody got to listen, and somebody, you listen to each other, and then you allow each other to have their room and you allow somebody to speak. So you love each other to speak. Let her say what she's gonna say, or let him say what he got to say. Then you listen to where they're coming from, and then y'all coming to a common ground. That's how it works. But other than that, with the Ayesha in the situation, no need to gossip of all that. But we will pray for their relationship, because there's nothing wrong with the relationship. It's just something that I believe that people took out of context, and I wanted y'all to hear from my wife, because she's probably almost on that Ayesha type of level. So I believe that a person like, when it comes to. Well, what I mean by that is, sometimes you had the children. You know what I'm saying? We've been together for a long time.
I have 4 beautiful children.
Right.
And yes, I'm like, body been stretched, been bouncing back.
Right.
Stress levels go up and down.
Yep. And then you
go through emotions.
And then she deals with a man that's always out in the field, and it's in the entertainment and all type of stuff, and dealing with so much going on. So it's a lot of tension comes that way. So
a lot of attention.
Yep. And she get a lot of attention too. So don't say don't get a lot of attention.
A lot more. He gets more attention.
See, that's that stuff with Ayesha. I said it like that.
But
Ayesha
you know
stuff.
what? I'm not insecure
Right.
You know, it's to each his own. But I'm not
Right.
insecure in myself.
Right.
So
And I don't think Ayesha is either. But I'm
no,
gonna tell you this, y'all. I
I
want y'all to
think
remember this.
she
Would you?
grown a little bit of
Right.
insecurities
Right.
because maybe some situations. I don't know. That's what she was
But
saying. She
I,
does.
right.
But it's okay. It's okay. It was just real table talk that has now got blown out of proportion.
I want to leave y'all with this because I'm gonna sign off. I want y'all to remember this, men, husband and wives, whether you're in the ministry or you're not even involved with the church. Never mess up your for show for someone. Never mess up your for show for someone. Remember that when temptation come your way, I want you to think about what you have. Is it worth messing up your for show for someone? I need y'all to put that in your thoughts, and I need you to make a vow to yourself not to mess up your for show for someone. Y'all have a good day.
Be healthy.
Can we open the garage? I want to ride the bike.
Oh yeah.
Mommy,
Ooh, you can't.
do you know where's
What?
the,
Y'all gotta wash your face. You got bumps. You got bumps all over your head. How did you do that?
but anyway, so, you know there's a pink jump rope?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you know it.
Mm-hmm. Don't be so.
Wait, where is the pink jump rope? Hey, you.
Oh, sorry. Bye.